All right, guys, so let's finish up with the last part, which is talking about just international trade. So with this one, remember we were talking about net exports, right? So exports minus imports. So nations are both producers and traders of many commodities. The reason you are a net exporter is because the world price, right? So like you could sell to the world at a higher price, is higher than your domestic price. So you're better off selling to the world. So you are a net exporter. You would be a net importer because it's cheaper to buy from other countries. So it's more expensive in your country, so you buy from others. World price is cheaper than your price. So here's an example of that. With the world price set above the domestic price, there is a domestic surplus. You will export the surplus. When there's a net importer, this is where the world price, it's cheaper to buy from the world. So with this, the world price is below the domestic price. There is a domestic shortage of products, so therefore you will buy it from the rest of the world. Okay. Now, trade does have its advantages to where you can buy cheaper or you could sell it at a higher price. You'll be good to go. Now, the thing is that some people believe that this could hurt domestic jobs. This could kind of prevent some competition coming in. So what the government's going to do is they could put a tariff on a good. Now, a tariff is just going to increase the price on a good. This is a graphical representation of what's going on here. But the main thing here is that this is just going to increase the price. So tariff is a tax. And so because there's a tax on it, the quantity demanded goes down. And so you're going to be buying less, so your imports go down. And if you're buying less imports, you might buy more from your country. So that's the thinking with the tariff. It's just a tax on imports. Quotas are the same idea, but they're not a tax. They are a limit on imported quantity. That's what a quota is. So you can only bring in 500 cars. They have the same effect of like increasing the price, which would decrease the quantity demanded. Same effect. Okay, the whole point of doing tariffs and quotas are to decrease the imports. Okay. The other thing we talked about was the balance of payments. The main thing I really want you to understand here is just there's a flow to everything. So if there was a surplus, so it's not equal to zero, right? So it's greater than zero. This means you are earning too much. So the central bank needs to take away some money, and then they're going to increase their official reserves. So they take away, put it in their vault. If it's a deficit, they're going to take money out and add it. So you're spending too much. So we need more money. The reason they do this is because of the foreign exchange market. Basically, with the foreign exchange market, you are trying to buy from other countries. The only way you can buy from other countries is if you have their currency. So, therefore, we need to demand and supply that currency. So, if there was an appreciation in the exchange rate, that means that the dollar is stronger or that currency is stronger. Meaning you can buy more foreign goods, more imports with a stronger currency. With a depreciation, then that means that the foreign currency is stronger, so therefore they buy more of your goods, so you have more exports. So that's what's going on with the exchange rate. If it's stronger, more imports. The other thing is that, remember, it's a proportion. So if we had $1 and that was equal to like 5 euros, and then I gave you $100, it's just a proportion. So you would do 1 over 5, 100 over x. And so you would do the butterfly method. So that'd be x equals 500. And so that'd be 500 euros. Okay. That's how the exchange rate works. It's just a proportion. Different things that are going to change the exchange rate are going to be relative interest rates. So remember, when we're doing expansionary fiscal policy, here's a big thing. Okay, so these are the steps when it comes to expansionary fiscal policy. Okay, so number one is there is a recessionary gap. Okay, so we have price level, we have output, short run average supply curve, aggregate demand, okay, and then the long run average supply curve. So here is your recessionary gap. So therefore you are going to be doing expansionary fiscal policy. If you're doing expansionary fiscal policy, then you are going to be doing more government spending. When this happens, or you'll do less taxes. When this happens, you're going to be having a budget deficit. When you have a budget deficit, the government sells bonds. Because the government sells bonds, this is going to decrease the supply of loanable funds, right? So that supply and demand for loanable funds. Okay. You could also increase the demand for loanable funds, but I like to say decrease it. Either way, the interest rates are going to be higher. And then because of that, investment goes down, and because of that, aggregate demand goes down. Now here's the thing. This real interest rate goes up. So that means that the rate of return is higher. Meaning, if you were to save your money in a bank, you get more money. So what happens here is foreign countries save money in the US. So that means the demand for the dollar will go up, which will increase the imports, and again, decrease demand. Okay. So when it comes to relative interest rates, if it's higher, then the demand will go up. Incomes. So if your income is higher, you're going to be buying more goods. So you're going to be buying more foreign goods. So income goes up, supply of the dollar will go up. So therefore, it is a weaker currency. Price level, you're going to buy wherever it's cheaper. Taste and preferences, where you're going to buy where you like. And then any speculation you have. So anything that you're thinking like, you know what, I think the value is going to change. This is going to change my demand. Okay. And then we have the three different exchange rates. The fixed, which is like the soft and hard pegs. We have the flexible exchange rate, which is the market, and then we have the merged, which is where you're giving up your system to somebody else, and the managed float is the soft pegs as well. Okay. I also included some formulas here if you want to take a look at those. So I just wanted to put together a little review video for you. Okay. Hopefully this helps you out. Take advantage of it. There are a couple other review assignments if you want to check those out. If you have any questions along the way, be happy to help you out. So let me know, and good luck.